Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, who I'm always so grateful for granting me many opportunities in life. Today, I'm very grateful to be cooking with you this Ramadan on Adore Eats with me, Adila. Today we have a very special guest cook with us. Her name is Aisha. She's all the way from Lodium. Sister Aisha also is known as the Lazy Foodie, which we love supporting the home industries. And Sister Aisha, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
It's so nice having you with us today.
Thank you very much. It's very nice being here.
So Sister Aisha is known for cooking very exotic and gourmet foods, something that she's learned in her travels across the world. And looks like already I can have a look at what country this is. But what are you cooking today, Sister Aisha?
Today we're doing a Moroccan tagine.
Okay.
So tagine refers to either the pot, and it's also the slow cooked meat that's made in the pot.
Okay,
but you don't have to use a tagine. You can do it in a pot and then just present in a tagine.
Okay, lovely. This looks so pretty and colorful. I'm so excited to be cooking with you today.
Thank you.
So can you enlighten us on some of your ingredients? Let me bring them down for you.
So firstly, how we started is we marinate the lamb for at least an hour, or it's better overnight, obviously, with lamb.
How much lamb do we use?
So for the kilo of lamb, you would use this blend of spice, which is a Moroccan spice, and it has 13 different spices in there.
Okay, wow.
Right? So you would use 2 tablespoons of this in a kilo of meat. Then in your pot, you would take some oil and you would heat 1 onion.
Okay.
You heat it until it's light, but it's still but it's still transparent, so you don't want any color on the onion. Thereafter, you put a packet of tomato paste. So normally it's about 50 grams. 1 teaspoon of ginger and 1 teaspoon of garlic, and then 1 tablespoon each of chopped parsley, mint, and coriander.
Okay, lovely.
Right? So you braise that and you give it a good mix. Once that's mixed, you add the meat in. Then you brown the meat. Once the meat is browned, you leave it for about 10 to 15 minutes on a medium heat. Then you would then put your carrots in and you let it cook. And also you would add stock. So you would add 2 cups of stock and you let it cook for at least 40 minutes on a medium heat.
Okay.
Right? But the trick is, because we're not using the tagine, you're going to put foil over the pot.
Okay, so we're cooking it in a normal...
Yes, a normal pot. So you would cover it with foil and then the lid, and you let it cook for that 40 minutes. So covering it with foil helps the steam stay in the pot, and then it makes the meat
sounds
very
so
tender.
Exotic and nice. And is this for the garnishing?
So that's for the garnishing. So after 40 minutes, when your food is almost ready, you would then add the potatoes and peas. So it's 1 cup frozen peas and
potatoes.
1 potato.
Okay,
1 to 2 potatoes. So obviously, it depends also.
I'm really excited about this. I mean, the Lazy Foodie, it's so good to support these home industries with people that make these exotic things from home. And I mean, ladies, if you'd love to purchase this, you can always follow Sister Aisha on the Lazy Foodie on Instagram, who I will post and tag her as well, to buy these lovely spices that you can use at home. Okay, so I see that we already have our half-cooked meat, as I can make this joke and say the Lazy Foodie half-cooked her lamb. But I think that lamb takes really long, and we don't have the time on the show today. So Sister Aisha has half cooked her lamb with her spices. So we'll show you that, and then she has to add the balance, and the balance of the garnishing as well will be shown to you. Lamb and beef does take longer to cook on set.
It does take, yes, definitely.
So this is our half-cooked lamb.
Yes, and tagine is slow cooked, so the whole thing is, it needs to be cooked on low for a long time. Yes.
Okay.
And then, so what's left is our potatoes and our peas.
Okay, wow. This looks so colorful and exotic. It's something that I have not eaten in South Africa at any restaurant, and I've never really eaten this. I don't think I've eaten it in any of my travels.
Yes. So it depends how you want to serve it. If you're going to serve it with some couscous or rice, you would put extra gravy into it. Okay. But we like to have it with bread, so that's why at this stage I just put 1 cup of water only.
Okay.
So it just depends. You have to then decide on your consistency and how you want your gravy to be.
This smells so good. I love it. And tell me
13
about the chili. Is it a spicy meal?
No,
or?
so Moroccans use a lot of savory spices with a bit of sweetness as well.
Okay,
so sweetness is mainly like your cinnamon and things like that.
Because you know with
But
Ramadan you don't want something too spicy.
That's why you actually serve it with a paste which is very spicy.
Okay, wow.
So if you go into a restaurant in Morocco, all the tagines got a standard heat temperature.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just mild, and then they serve the paste with it.
I'm really looking forward to eat this.
So now
can we
this
put
goes
this
then onto the stove.
Okay, so we'll put this onto
For
the
about
stove
15-20 minutes.
for about 15-20
And
minutes.
we can add 1 cup of water with it.
Close
and
it
then-
for you. We add 1 cup of water with
Yes,
this.
yes.
Okay, so we'll just add this now. We'll put this on. Just let me show you. So Sister Aisha, I see that you have a lot of these. Sister Aisha has a lot of these lovely homemade delicacies for Ramadan. This is her spinach squares from the Lazy Foodie, which I will tag on my post on Adore by Adila on Instagram. So this is our lovely spinach squares from the Lazy Foodie that Sister Aisha makes. You can order these for Ramadan or Eid as well. These will be tagged on both Adore by Adila. And what else do you make, Sister Aisha? What else does the Lazy Foodie have?
I do fried pies, I do chicken breast roll, which is actually a piece of chicken, and inside it's got butter. And you can
Okay.
have an option of it breadcrumbed with gluten-free breadcrumb as well.
Okay, so healthy
So I
and
do,
tasty.
yes, and I do
Wow.
falafel mix as well. You can then decide if you want to put normal flour into it when you want to fry it, or you can put gram flour, which then makes it gluten-free
Okay,
as
bringing
well.
convenience to all our
Yes.
homes. This is amazing. I mean, home industries helping housewives. I'm loving this. Okay, so now we're going to leave our lamb tagine to cook. I need to add the water.
1 cup of water.
1 cup of water. Okay, so here's our cup of water. Do you want to add your
Bismillah.
Bismillah. Here we go. This smells and looks so good, Sister Aisha. I cannot wait to indulge in this tonight. And I
Will be
think
very
I'm
nice.
really going to enjoy this with a bread roll.
Yes.
I think the couscous is nice and healthy, but the bread roll is comfort food.
Yeah, what happens sometimes with kids, all kids don't like couscous, so I just like to make it having a family.
What
with
do they
children,
eat
I
it
have-
with in?
In Morocco, they serve it with a bread called khubz.
Okay, so Sister Aisha, our lamb has been cooking with our potatoes and peas.
Yes.
And what's our next? So how long? Can you just elaborate on?
So
that?
basically 40 minutes. As soon as your potatoes and peas are soft and your meat is fork tender, then you add, if you want the sauce to be thick, then you can add some cornstarch with a bit of water. We eat it with bread, so we like a thick gravy. If you're serving it with couscous and rice, I would say leave out the cornstarch.
Okay, so I think I
So I
also
think-
love a thick gravy. Maybe you can show our
Yes.
viewers a bit more on this.
Okay, so I'm taking the water. I have the cornstarch, a tablespoon. I'm just going to make a paste. So obviously this recipe originated from Morocco, but I obviously tweaked it to my likes with putting the cornstarch. I'm not sure, I haven't been in a Moroccan kitchen to know whether they use the cornstarch to make the gravy thick.
Okay, so I love that you know it's a bit of a fusion with your recipe, and we have this Moroccan taste and a bit of a mixture that suits our needs. The smells and looks so lovely. I really can't wait to eat this.
Okay, so this we would just put up just to give it one quick boil, because obviously the cornstarch needs to thicken the gravy. And then even
Smells
in
so
Morocco, the potatoes are cut in rings.
Okay, in rings.
I like to cut it in cubes, so that's why I did it like this. But they cut the carrots into real big pieces, and they place it on top
Okay,
in the
so
tagine, and they
smaller.
steam it. Yeah.
You know, with South African culture, we're so used to eating lamb in just a curry or a stew.
Yes.
You never eat lamb with anything else. So
Yes.
this is very different, very unconventional.
Yes. And the spices are really
Bringing
different.
this to a Ramadan table is absolutely lovely.
Okay, we just wanted to give one boil.
And you know, we see a lot of Turkish and Lebanese restaurants and dishes in our country, or all over the world, but Moroccan is quite limited.
Yes, you don't find much.
It's not
Even
something
their
we find
desserts
everywhere.
and things like that are really tasty, but we don't find them. So our last boil was done, and the gravy is a bit thicker now. And now I'm going to place it into the tagine.
I think it looks so lovely that you have all these. Did you travel all the way to Morocco to bring back these dishes?
Yes, I traveled and I stayed there for 3.5 weeks.
Oh wow!
Yes, and we drove through the whole of Morocco. So
wow, you drove. That's amazing. I mean, it comes with so much of the real experience that you're able to do this.
Exactly.
And I think this just makes it so much. What a nicer experience to eat this, like eating Moroccan food served in Moroccan dishes.
Yes. So I've traveled to a few countries, and what I've tried to do is bring back something and change it to my liking. Like with the Lazy Foodie, I do falafel as well.
Okay, don't forget to follow and tag the Lazy Foodie. And if you need to order any of these lovely spices or Ramadan treats, remember to follow the Lazy Foodie. I will tag her by Adore Eats on Adore by Adila on Instagram, as well as Adila Patel, where you can follow me for continuous updates on these lovely recipes, as well as all these lovely ladies that I tag on Instagram, like Sister Aisha from the Lazy Foodie. Don't forget to give a follow and tag.
Okay, so I'm just gonna put that in there.
I mean, we'd all love some of this on our iftar and even our eat tables this Ramadan, something unconventional, exotic.
Yes. So the final stage is then to garnish. So obviously coriander is always a beautiful garnish. And
This looks so good.
Tear it up, and some almonds.
So do your family enjoy eating different dishes, or are they used to they prefer the normal?
They like eating very different
That's
dishes.
really nice
so
as well.
We hardly eat the traditional curries. We change things quite a bit. So this then is served with some bread, always with some olives, and harissa paste, which is a red pepper and red chili paste. So you roast the peppers, and obviously you have to check your salt and pepper.
Okay, so the salt,
as
pepper
well.
as required.
Yes, as required, and that is how it's
This
served.
is absolutely beautiful, mashallah. Let's show this to our viewers. This looks so lovely, Sister Aisha. I really feel like I'm in Morocco. I feel like I should have worn something Moroccan and enjoyed the whole experience today. This was absolutely lovely cooking with you. Jazakallah so much for cooking with us today, Sister
Thank you
Aisha
so
from
much.
the Lazy Foodie.
Thank you very much. It was lovely being here, and thanks for having me.
I hope you all have a lovely Ramadan, and don't forget to follow us and stay updated, as well as order some of these lovely spices and Ramadan treats. Jazakallah so much, and have a lovely Ramadan and the rest. And I was about to say Eid. I think I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yes, everybody have a wonderful Ramadan, and think of us in your du'as, and may Allah accept everything from us, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.